Hi, everybody. This is Steve Kamanapali, and welcome back. One of the things that I've noticed over the years is a misunderstanding of what a board chair actually does and what the role is. Well, the first principle before we even get into board chairs is this: good nonprofits have good boards, and good boards have good chairs. The chair manages the board, and the CEO manages the organization. And so let me share 8 or so items of feedback for you on board chairs. Now, when you're looking at desired traits, in other words, what is it you're looking for in a board chair? You want to make sure that they know the organization, they have leadership qualities, they're fair, they're objective, they're able to delegate, motivate volunteers, they're good facilitators of meetings, they're willing to make difficult decisions. They're a positive communicator. They have an ability to develop trust relationships with the CEO, etc. Now, that might have just described a super board member, but that's where you're trying to shoot for. Number 2, understand that the board chair reports that they serve at least twice the hours of other active board members. So that could be equivalent to 20 days per year for a typical board. Next is in regards to the selection. Now, it's important that the board chair is selected by a fair process, maybe even a secret ballot. The full board annually should elect the most gifted person for the role who is willing to do the job. Now, in terms of the length of service, usually it's 1 to 2 year renewable terms probably works best. Now, you need to have objective evaluation by your board development or nominating committee and expressed willingness by that board chair who's there to serve again before re-election. But don't impose arbitrary term limits on great chairs. Now, in terms of the primary role, there's a lot of confusion about this. In fact, the job product of a chair is primarily the integrity of the board process. The chairman manages the board. In fact, the chair is the only board member authorized to speak for the board as a group, other than in rare, specific, authorized circumstances. He or she models involvement, including giving, help recruit new board members, makes or suggests wise committee assignments, interprets board feelings to the CEO, develops board meeting agendas with the CEO, and insists on good board training for everyone. That's all the board and the CEO. Number 6 is the enforcement rule. The chair ensures that the board behaves consistent with its own rules and those legitimately imposed upon it from outside the organization. Meetings deal only with those issues that belong to the board to decide. In other words, you're not dealing with issues that the management team is supposed to decide. The chair minimizes the cliques within the board and deals with divisions or dissatisfaction as appropriate. Number 7 is special authority. The authority of the chairperson consists only in making decisions on behalf of the board that fall within and are consistent with reasonable interpretation of the board policies on governance process and on the board CEO relationship. The chair, I should say, has no authority to make policy related decisions beyond policies created by the board. Finally, the relationship with the CEO. The chair has no authority to supervise or direct the CEO, but is expected to advise and partner with the CEO on all governance matters. This trust relationship must be positively developed over time. Now, I've shared a lot about the role of the chair, and I'd like for you in your board meeting to think about what are some things that you can say within the policies that you create defining that relationship and that role. What does that mean to you, and what could you put together to make the role of the chair more clear to the chair, but also to the rest of the board? I hope you have a great board meeting today.